Hi there, Professor Tamara Doris, your Sacramento real estate professional here. And today I want to talk briefly, and this is really for buyers, but I always tell my students this is a buyer-broker agreement, or it's also known as a buyer listing agreement. Now, I work for the California Association when we came up with this, and in theory, it's awesome, and I'll tell you why it's awesome. A buyer-broker agreement pretty much says, hey, look, I sell houses for a living. I think you're nice. I'd love to find you your dream home. Let me take you out. Let's look around. But after a certain amount of time, I'm spending all my time, my gas, it takes a lot of time to find someone a house and go show them houses and blah, blah, blah. And really, there's only so much time in each week, right? And a lot of people, let's face it, like to do their house hunting on the weekends. So agents have to really be picky in who they select to show properties with on the weekend. In other words, you don't want to spend a lot of time with just a looky-loo. So this form came up, the buyer-broker agreement came up, that kind of caused an agent to say to the prospective buyer, hey, look, I know you like me, I like you, I'm willing to invest time in you, even if you don't find the perfect house, no pressure, no stress, but if you wouldn't mind signing this little document, that way I know that I'm not investing all of my time in you to have you go walk away to an open house, put an offer in on a short sale, or whatever the case might be, that all of a sudden you call me one day and say, hey, look, I found a new house. Okay, so you can see both sides of the coin. However, as a buyer, and this is what I tell my real estate students, as a buyer, I wouldn't like the idea of someone saying, okay, well, I'll show you property as long as you sign a contract that says, no matter what, you're going to buy a house for me. If you buy a house in the next year, it's got to be for me. So I don't use this form because I don't like that kind of pressure. I'm not a salesperson. I'm a service person. However, even with that said, I would tell you, if you're a buyer, I would ask you and request to you, just as a courtesy, that if you are going out with real estate agents, we survive on commission. So if you're going to look at houses, the right thing to do when you find one that you like is to have the agent who has been helping you write it up. In other words, if you're going out on the weekends and you're looking with an agent, and then you and your spouse go to an open house one Sunday afternoon and you really see a house you like, technically the person holding the open house should say, are you working with another agent? And morally, ethically, if you are, you should say yes. But at any rate, the right thing to do would be to call that agent and say, look, we found a house, let's write it up. That would be the right thing to do. I have been, knock on wood, very lucky that I haven't had too many issues with that in the last 20 years, but I have had times when that's happened. And it's kind of upsetting because you spend your time and your money and your effort trying to help these people, and you just assume there's this agreement there, and it's really not. So don't make me put this back together. Seriously, if you need help finding a home, go to my website, www.buyinsacto.com. You could go to my other one, which is inlovewithsacto.tv. But if you're doing a home search, give me a call, 916-482-5834, and I will help you if I can. Have a great day. Thank you.